The story begins with Princess Rosalina telling her small star-shaped creatures, the Lumas, that it is time to sleep. To calm them, she narrates a tale about Princess Peach, the great protector of the Mushroom Kingdom. Suddenly, Rosalina interrupts the story after hearing a strange noise outside her castle. When she goes out to investigate, a gigantic robot appears and tries to capture her. Without hesitation, the princess uses her wand and defeats it with ease. However, before being destroyed, the robot detects one of the Lumas and launches fireballs at the castle. Rosalina tries to protect her creatures, but the distraction is taken advantage of by the true culprit, Bowser Jr., who controls the robot. He manages to capture the princess and disappears with her. The scene changes and we see Mario and Luigi traveling by bicycle through the desert until they reach the land of the Tostarenans, a peculiar skull-shaped creatures. They ask for help to deal with a supposed monster living in a nearby cave. Although nervous at first, they soon discover that the monster is actually a small, frightened green dinosaur, Yoshi. Mario quickly earns his trust, even giving him a warm hug. Yoshi tells him his story. He was born in that cave, and when he tried to live among humans, he was rejected and driven out of the city. Moved by his story, Mario and Luigi decide to take him with them. Without realizing it, Yoshi ends up riding on Luigi's bicycle, while Mario continues ahead on his own. Meanwhile, Bowser Jr. takes Rosalina and one of her Lumas to his kingdom, where his followers are working on a massive and dangerous plan. He celebrates his capture and reveals his goal: to absorb the princess's power to become strong enough to conquer the world. When they try to harm the Lumas, Rosalina releases a powerful energy that allows her to escape momentarily and orders her ally to flee. But Bowser Jr. strikes back using a dark plant that manages to disarm her and capture her once again. Meanwhile, Mario and Luigi prepare for what is to come, donning their classic suits, looking more impressive than ever. The whole village is celebrating. The Toads celebrate the day they found Princess Peach. However, far from sharing the joy, Peach appears thoughtful and sad. She still wonders where she truly comes from. Suddenly, an object resembling a meteorite falls near the village. Upon investigating, they discover it is a Luma, the very one who managed to escape from Bowser Jr. The little creature pleads for Peach's help and tells her that Princess Rosalina has been captured. The Toads firmly oppose Peach leaving the kingdom, but that same night, in secret, she decides to act. With the help of her trusted Toad, she packs her things, leaves a letter, and guided by the Luma, opens a portal through which both of them disappear. The following morning, Mario finds the letter. In it, Peach explains that she has left to rescue Rosalina, leaving the kingdom in his hands. Panic takes over the Toads when they discover her absence, but Mario reassures them. The brothers are ready to protect the Mushroom Kingdom, and they prove it. Day after day, new threats appear, but Luigi and Mario are always there to stop them. Sometime later, they receive a strange call from Bowser. When they meet with him, they discover something unexpected. He is now tiny. Bowser, trying to impress them, shows them a piece of art he has been working on, but the brothers do not hesitate to tell him it's garbage. Though annoyed, he holds back, aware of his new weakness. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake. It's not an earthquake, it's Bowser Jr. who has arrived to attack. Mario manages to evacuate almost everyone from the castle, but before they can react, an enormous ship lifts it into the air. Inside, Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi remain. In the midst of the chaos, Bowser Jr. appears before them and demands his father's release. Equipped with a powerful suit of armor, he begins the fight. At first, he dominates the battle, but Luigi lands a brutal kick that turns the tide. Just when it seemed that the brothers had the upper hand, things get complicated. One of Bowser Jr.'s henchmen appears with a gigantic robot, tipping the scales once again and defeating them. In the midst of the chaos, Yoshi reacts quickly, swallows the one controlling the robot, and manages to disable it. Thanks to that, the castle breaks free from the ship and falls back down to the kingdom. Taking advantage of the confusion, Bowser tries to escape. Mario tries to stop him but struggles until Yoshi steps in once more, swallows him, and spits him directly into Luigi's hands. Meanwhile, Princess Peach and her faithful Toad arrive at Rosalina's village. There, Peach observes an image of Rosalina and experiences a strange flashback, as if there is a connection she doesn't yet understand. Suddenly, a monkey approaches Toad with a sad story, but it's all a trap. In a moment of distraction, it steals the bag and runs into a cave, where the monkey passes through a wall and disappears. Without hesitation, they do the same and end up in a dark bar filled with terrifying creatures. Upon spotting the monkey again, they resume the chase. Meanwhile, Bowser begs Mario and Luigi to restore him to his original size, promising to fight by their side forever. Mario, fed up of his provocations, ends up hitting him, and that activates his transformation, returning him to his giant form. The unexpected happens next. Bowser kisses Mario to his total bewilderment and decides to join them on the mission. Meanwhile, the monkey delivers the stolen bag to its boss, a large and fat green dinosaur who plans to sell Peach for a great sum of money. He orders his crew to surround her, but completely underestimates the princess. Peach proves she's no helpless damsel. She defeats all the henchmen with incredible combat skill, using her parasol as a weapon. Furious, the dinosaur decides to face her personally, but he also falls defeated without difficulty. After beating him, Peach interrogates him and he finally confesses. Rosalina is in the space galaxy. On the other side, during the journey, Luigi gives Mario some advice. When he sees Peach, he should declare his feelings to her. Luigi is convinced she will say yes. Shortly after, the brothers reunite with Peach and everyone embarks on Fox's ship headed for the galaxy. But the journey doesn't stay peaceful for long. Bowser Jr.'s ship appears and attacks without warning. Fox demonstrates his skills as a pilot, maneuvering with precision and destroying the enemy cannons. However, Bowser Jr., fed up, decides to use a special weapon. He fires and turns Mario and Luigi into babies. The ship loses control and crashes. Confused, the brothers, now babies, end up on a gigantic sleeping dinosaur. When the others try to rescue them, they make noise and wake the creature, which begins to chase them. The danger grows when the dinosaur catches Yoshi and tries to devour him. But without realizing it, little Mario and Luigi activate Bowser Jr.'s weapon and transform the dinosaur into a baby. Taking the opportunity, Yoshi uses the weapon to return everyone to normal. Meanwhile, Fox laments the sight of his completely destroyed ship. Just then, an enormous vessel appears in the sky. It's the Lumas. They rescue the group and finally carry them toward the galaxy, bringing them closer to their destination. Upon arriving, Peach enters Rosalina's room and discovers the truth. Both are connected by a shared past. They were sisters, separated long ago, and together they possess a power capable of shaking the entire universe. At that moment, a new threat emerges from the shadows, ready to capture them. Upon discovering the truth, Rosalina makes a desperate decision. She opens a portal and pushes her sister, Princess Peach, through it to keep her safe. Meanwhile, Bowser returns to his kingdom alongside his son, Bowser Jr. Surprised by everything he's accomplished, he observes with astonishment. But the plan is already in motion. They place Rosalina inside a machine to extract her immense power. Just at that moment, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Fox McCloud, and Peach storm into the enemy kingdom, launching the final battle. The brothers try to reach Rosalina, but Bowser Jr. activates multiple traps to stop them. Even so, Mario and Peach manage to dodge them with agility. Then, Bowser decides to personally intervene to help his son. He launches a gigantic fireball with the intention of finishing them off, but Mario manages to dodge it and in a decisive move, cuts the bridge beneath Bowser's feet, sending him falling directly into the lava. Bowser Jr. breaks into tears as he watches his father disappear, but seconds later, Bowser emerges from the lava, more powerful and furious than ever. The battle reaches its peak. Father and son attack relentlessly, But when all seems lost, Luigi and Yoshi join the fight, balancing the battle in a brutal clash, full of blows and chaos. Desperate, Bowser Jr. summons a gigantic dragon to finish on Mario, but the plan fails when the creature accidentally swallows him. In that instant, Mario obtains a powerful power-up, and without hesitation, attacks the dragon, slicing open his stomach to rescue Bowser Jr. At the same time, Peach manages to free Rosalina, who finally reunites with her Lumas. With her powers restored, the threat comes to an end. Sometime later, calm returns to the Mushroom Kingdom.